So I just got a really great comment that I think is worth addressing. This was a comment that I got on my YouTube page when I posted a video exposing narcissistic tactics, manipulation tactics that cult members use in this ideology that we're seeing in the world today. And this person says, you're never ever going to be able to change people's minds or these people's minds. They say, I don't think it's a stretch to say that you're putting your lives at risk fighting these people on TikTok, not to mention risking your security and privacy. So I want to say a couple of things. First of all, I'm not fighting these people. I'm exposing. I'm exposing their tactics and their strategies and their emotional manipulation. So I'm not trying to win an argument with captured cult members. I'm not trying to go directly against captured cult members. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to actually help sort of peel back the veil and allow other people to see the reality of what is happening so that they can be more resilient to these manipulation tactics. I am fighting an ideology. I am fighting a cultural propaganda system. So we see this in the glamorization of this identity, of the gender identity ideology. We see it in the glamorization done by Hollywood, the fashion industry, the music industry. These identities are being glamorized. That's one way that the propaganda works. The propaganda is pushed on us from the government. This is state mandated. So for a lot of people, the tactics that they use, when they tell us we have to be inclusive, a lot of people that works on them as an empathy trap. They feel caught by that. They want to be inclusive. Of course, we want to be inclusive, but inclusive it's a really good thing, for example, for a third grade birthday party and you invite all the kids. But inclusivity is not a benign value when it comes to safeguarding and boundaries. Okay, so we have to expose it as a tactic. We have to expose that language as a tactic that is being used to directly go against. It's a wedge that's being used to interrupt boundaries and safeguarding and get in the way. So we're exposing that tactic. When this ideology uses things like suicide, like, oh, they're going to commit suicide if we don't affirm them. That is a tactic that they are using to manipulate and control, okay? When they use even the words like gender dysphoria and gender ideology and transgender, these are not scientific words. They don't have anything to do with any basis in reality. They're little tautological words, like a gender identity is expressing the gender you feel like. It's a tautological definition. There is nothing there. It's just air. So we have to expose it. And here's the thing. Non-compliance is a necessary risk that we have to be willing to take. Courage calls to courage. So I hope that my example will inspire others. I hope that the more I openly resist, the less vulnerable other people will feel. And actually, the majority of people agree with me. It's just that the cult has control of big government and big tech and every major corporation. So they make it appear as if everyone is in agreement about this, when in reality, the vast majority of people still understand that we are a sexually dimorphic species like all mammals. So this is part of our resistance. So no, I'm not in a fight against any individuals. My fight is a lot bigger. Okay, my fight is up here. It's not on the level of one to one. I'm not in a fight with Jeffrey Marsh or Dylan Mulvaney, although I critique the tactics that they use. I hope to expose the tactics that they use when they are attempting to manipulate and control others. Okay, so that's why I do what I do. And to me, I think that the risk that I take is worth it. And the more of us that do this, the more people that speak out, the less vulnerable we each individually become. Non-compliance is necessary. It's really necessary. And I do encourage everyone, even if you can't speak up about this or you feel like you can't online, to start addressing this in your life, in your day-to-day life. Start addressing it. Start speaking out. All right. I thank you all.